What's up, everybody? So recently I upgraded my computer to a high-end PC. I kind of wanted to talk about my experience with it so far, but we'll start off with the upgrades that I made. I got a new case. I went with the O11 Air Mini. It's a pretty neat little case. I like it. It's plenty of roomy, good airflow. Things don't get toasty as they used to, so that's kind of nice. But as far as the actual upgrades, I went from a Ryzen 5 3600 to a Ryzen 7 5800X3D. Best gaming CPU for the AM4 platform. They moved to the AM5. I didn't want to do a whole platform upgrade, so I just went with the best I could get with this one. So the GPU I had was the 2070 Super. If you happen to have that combination, the 2070 Super and 3600, it's an excellent combination. Going to this new CPU, really didn't notice much of a difference, but this was more of a for when I upgrade the GPU. And that's where my next big upgrade was. Went from the 2070 Super to, Jesus Christ, the RTX 4080. Get that bitch in there. This behemoth of a card. I got the Founders Edition, and I know I am contributing to the problem with the high prices by buying it, but can I say? I mean, I wanted to upgrade my computer. I mean, the 2070 Super is an excellent card, but it's starting to show its age, especially if you're on 1440p, which I am now, and it's a high refresh rate. 2070 can do 1440p and high refresh rate, but you're kind of sacrificing some settings to do so. So I figured I was going to upgrade. Couldn't justify a 4090. That's just ridiculously expensive. 1600, 1200 for this bitch was more than enough. But I figured, I work hard every day, do my best to enjoy my spare time as I can. I kind of deserve to treat myself. So I went with the 4080. So how's my experience with the high end? Obviously not top of the line, but there's no denying it's a high end PC. How's my experience been? Well, I really don't know yet, because quite frankly, I don't know what to play. All I've done on it so far is I loaded up Red Dead Redemption 2, which is the one where I've seen the biggest improvement as far as graphics and performance. Going from the settings I had with the 2070 to the 4080 at maxed out settings, it's not little differences you notice some real differences while playing, and it still hits good frame rates. So that was easily the one where I noticed the biggest boost to performance and visual eye candy, whatever you want to call it. I did Grand Theft Auto 5. I didn't really expect much from that because with it being an older game, the 2070 Super was already doing pretty good, and I think there's only so much you can do with that game to make it look pretty good. So, I mean, were there improvements? Yes. Was it anything major, significant? Not really. I'd say it was more negligible. Modern Warfare 2, I played that a few times. Getting kind of bored with Modern Warfare 2, to be honest. But going from the settings I had on that to max settings, high frame rates, playing Call of Duty, you don't really notice it because it's such a fast, twitch shooter game, you don't really catch a whole lot of the fine details. So honestly, it didn't really matter for that game. I re-downloaded Cyberpunk to check out the Overdrive, whatever. It's nice. I still can't bring myself to play the game itself. When I first got it, when it first came out, I played it for a while. It's just a game I can't really get into. Other than that, I haven't really played a whole lot. I think I played a little last Epoch. That game's obviously nothing graphically heavy. Diablo 3, again, not graphically heavy. I'm waiting for Diablo 4. I was thinking about checking out Witcher 3. That's something I might look into. I've already bought it. I haven't played it all the way through. I started playing it and then I got distracted with something else, so I never got around to it. So I guess what I'm getting at with this video is, did I really need this upgrade? Need is a strong word. No, I didn't need this upgrade. I was okay with what I had before. This is just a nice to have. This is just, I can start a game, max everything out, and I should be good to go. At least for a few years. Better be a few years for that fucking price. But that was the main reason I did it, is if I was gonna upgrade, which I wanted to anyways, I better just get the best I can to make it last as long as it can. And that's really what I was going for. I don't know if I'll do a platform upgrade with the CPU. We'll kind of see how things go over the years. As of right now, I mean, I'm only doing 1440p, so it's not maxing out, you know, I'm not hitting hard limits with the setup that I have. So I'm assuming this will be good for a while. And the old stuff, that's getting passed down to my kids, so they have a decent gaming setup. They're only on 1080p, so that 2070 Super should actually last them for quite a while. At least I hope it does. But as I was saying, you know, this wasn't a needed upgrade. I think the 2070 Super still holds up pretty good, at least for the games that I played. My biggest concern with that card, though, was the 8 gigabytes of VRAM. You know, we're seeing games like Hogwarts Legacy where they're capping out that VRAM, especially when you're in the 1440p and the 4Ks. So I was kind of worried about that. You know, if I do plan on playing more games, you know, I'm getting older, but still I love the game. And I don't want a limit like that while I'm trying to play and enjoy my game. I don't want to have to deal with stuff like that. So here we are. But for now, everything's been pretty good. You know, I can't complain with the performance that I'm getting. I think if somebody out there is considering getting a 4080, is it worth the money? I think that's kind of for you to decide. The main reason I did it was I was going to upgrade, and this is the first time I'm going high end, you know. I assume if you're going from 30 series to 40 series, it might not be quite as worth it. But I think going from the mid-range 20 series to this, I'd say it was worth it. But I just kind of wanted to talk about this a little bit, get another video out there. Hope you enjoyed it. I know there wasn't really much to it. I don't really plan on editing this a whole lot. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to get to you. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.